welcome back, my family. This is Maneet, and this is the channel Elevate, where we bring special guests every week to talk, to gain their experience, and motivate everyone, including myself. Today we have a special guest. His name is Aldous. Today is the age when we can't survive with just one job. We need multiple stream of income, and in my connections, in the people I know, the person I can think of when we talk about multiple stream of income is one and only Aldo. So Aldo's, thank you so much for giving us time and welcome to our podcast.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Same here.
Okay.
So Aldo's, whenever a guest comes here, we always starts from their initial journey. I don't know why and how, but all the guests that has came to our podcast were all immigrants, which is good.
That's good.
Right?
Yes.
Because we wanna showcase people who came to Canada with almost nothing from a third world and have impacted or made an impact somehow to the community, right? So tell us about a journey. When did you come to Canada? How it's all started?
Okay, so it was an exciting journey. I arrived here in Canada last September 8th of 2006.
Oh, okay.
Probably 18 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was cold and
Almost getting cold.
almost getting
Almost
cold.
getting
Yes.
cold.
Okay. So from there on, it was a lucky journey for me, and it's a mixed emotion. Transitioning from a to the Philippines, going to from third world countries going to first world countries. It's so hard because you're leaving your family. But again, I have to take a challenge, and I'll do this ones for my family and kids, basically.
Always, yes.
At first, it was a struggle. Of course, you have to adjust to the new cultures and new traditions here in Canada.
Very different culture.
Very different. Again, you have to adapt
Uh-huh.
and embrace the Canadian way. Okay. It was a lucky journey, I guess I mentioned. My first job, I arrived September 8th. I got my social insurance number the following day, and the second day, I got the first job at McDonald's.
Really?
Yes.
So you didn't take a rest.
No, until now.
You were hungry to make more money.
It was so
The
lucky.
following day,
Second day,
you had your first job
I
already.
got my first job
Which
already.
is lucky because I see a lot of people who come here. It's been months now. They don't get any job, or maybe they get a job. They don't want to work what they are getting offered because they have expectations, right?
Correct.
But a thing to learn here is to start up with, get whatever you can get,
Correct.
and then make your move up,
Correct.
right?
So it's a mindset.
It's a
Before
mindset.
you come here, you have to zero it in that I am back to zero and start a new life all over to Canada.
It's Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons. Okay. As you mentioned, just an advice for newcomers: don't get picky for a job that you want that you left from the Philippines, right?
Yeah,
So I started at McDonald's as janitor.
Because standards, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
standards are different, right? Say you were an engineer back home. Here, you can't be an engineer right away. You have to take the exams or challenge tests and all
Correct.
those things, right?
Yeah.
Last podcast, we were talking about similar topic. When you come here, yes, don't be picky, but come with a skill.
Correct. That's the best weapon that we have. Engage yourself, educate yourself with a lot of skills because anywhere you go around the world, you have that skill.
It's in your head.
Correct. And it's a best investment that we have. And again, going back to my journey, I work as a very proud janitor at McDonald's
Wow.
on Main and Mountain. I did it for 2 years. It was hard. It was hard.
The beauty of Canada is I see a lot of people say, "Oh, we were well off. We came here. We had nothing." The beauty of Canada is if you have something in you, you can make it happen. I know someone. I will not disclose the name. He will be hopefully coming to a podcast in future. He was a janitor. Right now, he owns 11 franchises
Wow.
of same brand where he was janitor. I will not disclose the name yet, but yes, actually, I know two of those people. started from janitor, and they own those franchise now.
That's a good start. It's
So
a
it's not the
challenge.
end.
No, it's just the
That's the start.
start. It's the
Yes.
start of the journey, which will equip you a lot of skills, a lot of experience, which will help you down the road to be a successful businessman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So those are the tools that we have. Okay. Then 2 years from McDonald's, and I have three jobs right away: McDonald's, Home Depot, and night stalker at superstore.
Oh,
So those are. It was a challenging one again, but
it's a
still,
startup job.
it's a startup job. But again, it's education, 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 and how to manage your time as well. Then after that, move up from startup job, going to a managerial position at Home Depot. Again, it's a different ball game. You have to manage people. You have to do a lot of inventory, and your management skills has to come out.
Yeah,
Again, sharpening your skills to this management category will help you again to create a new business.
absolutely.
Home Depot, I moved to the government.
So you work for government
I
too.
worked for the government for 12 years.
What are you doing?
Again, you start on the bottom as clerk,
Okay.
doing the sort at land titles. Okay, you
Oh,
have
for
to
city.
learn the
For the
basics.
city. Okay.
Yeah, for the province.
Yeah.
You have to learn the basics. Again, you study, you move up to the ladder from land titles, sorry, from clerk going to document examining. That's where the challenge is. That's where the ball game is. So again, you have to examine documents from lawyers, from the banks, every single thing for a private owner owning a house.
I see.
So it
So
requires a
very very
lot
challenging. Yeah.
of studying.
It's all on you.
Yeah, it's only in here.
It's all on you. Yeah.
Yeah. Then working in the government, I work as part-time as a cemetery sales director at Chapellawn.
That I know. So you still
Yes.
work there.
That's my full-time job now, which I love to do. I love to educate people about the end of life journey. It is hard. It's a hard product to sell. It's hard product for every people to accept what for the future is.
So, for the viewers who doesn't know what Chapellawn is, you wanna tell more what it is, what do you do, how it can help them?
Correct. So Chapellawn is the name of the cemetery. We have three branches here in Manitoba. Chapellawn is located at Portage Avenue. Glen Lawn is located at Lajimore,
Okay.
and Glen Eden, which
Also,
is
Glen is part of yours.
it's part of the
I
company,
didn't know that. Okay.
and Glen Eden is on Main Street. What we
Yes.
do there, it's a cemetery and funeral business. So we educate people on rearrangements for the end of life journey, both cemetery and funeral. Most of the times when we talk about death, it's hard to accept that somebody would be passing.
Yeah, we don't like, as a human, we don't like talking about someone will pass away, especially you or your loved ones. But that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Whoever has came have to go.
Correct.
No matter when, the day and time we don't know, but they have to go.
Correct.
Right?
So again, we are preparing ourselves for the peace of mind for our kids. Same thing with other businesses. Same thing with other, in life timeline. Everything has to be pre-planned. Because if you go to a battle not knowing what to do, you lose the battle of life. Same with businesses. Again, proper planning, feasibility studies before you engage a business. At the end of the day, you should be ending successful.
Yeah.
Same thing with planning in life. Don't get your kids. Leave it to my kids. Leave it to everything.
It's
No,
expensive.
it is very
So
expensive.
if that something happens right at the moment, money wise, you're stuck.
Yeah,
So it's better to plan those
pre-planned.
things. Yeah.
So peace of mind, pre-planned for, of course, financials, of course.
Yeah.
And there's so much difference and so much things to discuss about end of life journey. We have your documentation. We engage, we prep, and we educate you on what to do before, during, and after burial. Cemetery, which is the property, it has two categories. You might be going to traditional burial, which is 6 feet below the ground, and there's so much merchandise involved in it,
Okay.
or cremation. Okay, so with the process of burning, and there's so much merchandise on it. The third category we're going to talk about for the end of life journey would be the funeral.
Yeah.
Funeral with the service, casket selections. You get your body from the hospital, going, prepping, and everything. It's not just I'll lose how much.
So it becomes your job to bring the body from the hospital.
Correct.
Okay, I
So
see.
that's part of the package, and we discuss every single line that they are
And there are different
preparing.
packages, I believe.
You have your grave site, you have your
Okay.
lamai, you have your minimum service, we have your direct cremations, we have lots.
Okay.
It's planning an event for your end of life journey. It's not just I'll lose how much. It is not.
I see.
Yeah. So that's what
So
we
it gets
do.
customized when they sit with you.
Correct.
Based
Yeah.
on what they want, you can customize the package.
Exactly.
And they can do what's called, they can do payments on those things.
Yes, that's the best part for pre-planning. You have payment options, and we will be just offering you what's essential. Then after that, you can do layers by layers what you want for your event. Compared to at need, meaning to say you pass away without anything, without preparing yourself. That is very, very expensive. And of course, you don't want the financial strains for your kids. And of course, the bottom line will be the peace of mind that you're living for your kids. You don't want to do that. Okay, so everything has to be preparation.
Yeah.
My job is to educate you the importance of end of life journey because we do these ones every day. Compared to ordinary, you do this only once or twice in your life, so you don't know how the things goes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So for people, for viewers who wants to know more, what we will do is we will share your information in our below in our podcast so they can connect you
Description.
directly. Okay. So you've been doing this for how many years now? You said.
I work for the cemetery sales director. I've been doing it for 8 years already.
Okay.
So I can answer questions over the phone or we can do Zoom, but it's much better to be in person,
Yeah.
so that I can guide you on what are the things to be done properly.
Yeah. And you do this full time.
This is my full-time job.
Okay.
So again, it's you can call me by appointment as well.
So now let's talk about multiple stream of income.
I like it.
So right now you are a sales director at Chapellawn. What else do you do?
Okay, so my main job is a sales director at Chapellawn,
Yeah.
at the funerals business. Multiple income is we need this. You don't depend on one income. Okay, so we need to be busy on our lives as a businessman. So we have food distribution.
Oh, you distribute food. Okay.
Yeah, we have food
What kind of
distribution,
food is that?
both for meat and seafood distribution.
Oh, okay.
We have the trading business, which is the forex,
Oh,
and we have immigration. So from start to finish, we have those businesses. So we realized during the COVID times that if you have only one income, you're stuck.
you're done. Yeah.
Here's your stuck. Again, your days is longer if you have your one income from 8 to 5.
Because sometimes you're waiting.
Yes.
So might as well when you're waiting,
Make
pick up something else.
make every single minute
use.
abuse or money, basically.
Yeah.
Earn something. Make your hours very fruitful. So again, develop the mindset that don't want to have one job. I need more jobs, basically 5 or 6 jobs. Aldous, what's the question? How do you manage those ones? Okay.
Oh, yes.
How do you manage those? It's super easy. Before you you go off your bed, plan what you have to do in a day. You have to schedule them. What are your hours on your multiple streams of income? Then for this day, let's say Monday, I'll be working on Chapellawn. At the end of the day, I'll be working on trading, forex trading, which is the best ones right now. While you're on your cell phone, you can earn money. We educate you how to trade forex. We educate you how to trade gold. Just spend time, probably 5 to 10 minutes, on the proper discipline on how to trade. It's super easy to make money.
It is.
It is just a mindset,
Yeah.
and
You
just
know,
be
they
open.
say if there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to be correct mindset, and you have to have a will to do something.
Correct. Yeah,
We all have same time, 24 hours. It's how we use that time.
exactly. That's the bottom line. We have the, as you mentioned, everybody has 24 hours.
Yeah,
Why is it Mr. A is so successful? Why
exactly.
is it B is is not
Not
successful?
successful.
It depends how you use or you maximize your time.
Yeah.
Again, it depends how you absorb as well the new opportunities. Don't be too negative. Just absorb, learn, study, educate, then you
Execute.
practice.
Execute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very important. So food business. What do you do? You just do distribution? Do you have a store here? What does you do?
Food business is very challenging. It we started probably 7 or 6 years ago, both for meat and fish distribution
Seafood. Yeah.
or seafood distribution. It requires a lot of connections.
Of
It
course.
requires a lot of capital. It requires a lot of strategy. You have to know what the market needs. You have to know where to distribute it. You have to study your competitor as well. Okay, again, proper communication with the owners of the big businesses, proper communication, proper channeling where to put the your products.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're helping a lot of people. You're employing a lot of people as well. Like for instance, our meat distribution. So we exclusively distribute to one particular meat, which we don't have competitor.
Also, there's some specific meat.
Yes, specific
Oh,
meat
okay.
because
What is?
if you join the market with a lot of competitors, it's so hard.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. So decide what type of meat do you want to distribute, which has less competitor.
And what is that?
We distribute goat meat.
It's hard to get goat meat here.
It's hard to get goat meat again. You have to look for the source of your goat meat.
Uh huh.
You're helping them. You're helping them for employment as well. And they help you as well. After you have sourced out your meat, you have to look for your market. Again, before going to a business, you have to have your feasibility study, where to sell, where's your market, and where to source it out. So basically, those are the basics of businesses. Then again, after you have your pieces together, you start to do your marketing online, which is where the ball game right now
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's online marketing. You have to spend so much time as well on marketing, and you have to take a lot of risks.
No, it's true. I mean, nothing comes overnight, right?
No,
It takes time.
no. If they see you like this today, they don't even know what happened to get it there.
Exactly.
So all the back ends has to be disclosed later on when you tell your story. Like this one's here.
Yes.
It's nice to tell your story when you're a little bit successful.
That will motivate others too.
Correct.
It'll
Correct.
push them, to get up and do something.
Correct. Which is this podcast is very good for new immigrants. We're offering a lot of advices
Yeah.
as a businessman.
That was the goal for this podcast, to bring success people like you and share your story.
Correct. Yeah.
Because that's what it is. When we
Yeah.
read books about other people, other successful businessmen, that's their story, right? So we have to learn from their mistakes and go to the path they have chosen because, of course, they have done it. It is there. So go for it.
Talking about mistakes, I love falling down because you learn
That's how you
the
learn.
basics, the strategies. And again, in life, you have to fall a lot of times. You have to fail a lot of times to be successful,
Yeah.
which until now I'm failing. But again, I'm learning, learning, learning. That's the best investment that nobody can buy.
They can steal your money. They cannot steal your knowledge.
Exactly.
Your
You have
knowledge will,
this.
yeah, your knowledge will stay with you forever.
Correct.
Yeah.
It should be both the skills, the intelligence, and the heart for the business. You have your passion. You should be passionate. You should love what you do in the first place so that you can engage to your business.
Yeah.
And you don't feel tired. You're so excited every day.
Because you love what you're doing.
You love what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why when I will see you, you're always smiling.
Because I love what I do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm so excited every day.
Okay, Chapellawn, food
Food business,
business, trading.
trading,
What else?
immigration.
Wow.
So we have this project. We have immigration.
Mm-hmm.
We help a lot of immigrant people to come to Winnipeg, and we specialize on student immigration.
Okay.
Okay, so I know the table turnaround for the student immigration
Recently, yeah, yeah.
recently, and we're still working on a solution on how to manage uh,
Issues.
those students who wants to come here,
Yeah.
and watch for more news about immigration. So
Something good happening or?
something good happening, and of course, I heard a news right now that some companies they are hiring. There's a new stream that came out that
Which is good.
yeah, they don't require LAMIA or labor market impact assessment. So I can't disclose the information yet, but again, it's getting there,
Coming up.
coming up. Yes.
Okay.
Forex, I like Forex,
Yeah.
Forex trading. And as I mentioned, it's not an overnight skill.
Nothing is overnight.
No. So again, here in Winnipeg, we teach, we educate in person, one on one. No AI. It's only one on one every Wednesday night and Sunday night. So we
Oh,
have a
okay.
lot of educators who are very successful, and these are young kids. They
E-
teach you.
Because of social media, it's getting more impact to the young kids.
Correct.
Because, when you look at young people or young kids, young boys and girls, what do? They're on phone all the time. And when they see, it's easy for them to learn because they already know how to operate a phone,
Correct.
how to operate those apps and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
It's much easier for them.
Yeah. And they engage. I like with these kids, they engage so much on businesses. Open minded.
Yes, that's very important.
That's the landscape right now. Then most of us of our, oh, I want to think about it. I want to think about it. It's so risky. It's so risky. But for the kids right now, they're
They're
so
ready.
engaged.
They're ready.
As long as I earn money, I'll study. Then there we go.
So, what's the youngest kid you have seen doing forex trading?
Forex trading, 18 years old,
18. Okay.
and he's earning multiples
Wow.
numbers. And the best part with them, they share what they learn to us, older people. I learned the tricks of the trading. I learned some patterns. I want to share this ones to the community, how to trade forex so that you have multiple streams of income while you're sitting. Maximize your phone through trading.
See, that's the difference, right? When you have nothing to do for instance, break time, you pick up your phone. You either go on Facebook or
TikTok.
TikTok and watch videos, or use the same phone to make money.
Correct.
It's mindset. What do you
Mindset.
want to do?
Just make money.
Exactly.
So there's a joke that one of our students, she loves to do TikTok.
Okay.
She learned how to trade. She gave up TikTok. And now every time she uses her phone, it's money. Every time her phone beeps, it's money. She enjoys the beep of her cell phone right now,
Which is good.
which is good.
Yeah.
So we call it ATM, right? So automatic teller machine, your phone should be an ATM machine.
Yeah.
And it should be a business.
So, anything else that you do?
So those are the basic ones that we do. And again, I love to educate people.
Anything else you are hoping to do in future, which may be still cooking in your mind?
We have lots. We have
Yeah.
lots. As long as there's a problem on the community, listen to that problem and think of a solution, which is a solution will give you a good business.
That's why love talking to you. When I talk to you, it's all about how to find a solution. Because when you find solution, you make money.
Yes, basically. I love to talk to negative people. It helps me a lot because there's so many problems with them in life.
Yeah.
What do they have is all problems. Listen to these people. And again, at the back of your mind, I was telling Charmaine, I love listening to these people because at the back of my mind, I'll give you a solution.
Solution. Yeah.
Yeah. and which is good for business.
So since you have lots of incomes happening, streams, you're busy, how do you get time for your family? Do you still have family time? Do you still go for vacations?
That's a good part of doing business. You can do business anywhere as long as you have your phone. Spending time with the kids, they're grown ups already. So one of my kids is 27 years old, 25, and 20, 22.
So you have a son or daughter?
Yeah, I get a
27.
son who's 27 who is a successful doctor as well.
27.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I
I
get
was
a
thinking you're like 35,
oh my god.
37.
I married early.
When you were a toddler?
Young toddler. So I spent so much time with them as a single dad before. That's why it gives me the motivation to look for multiple jobs or streams of income, which helps me a lot as well. So they have their own lives right now. I'm enjoying the life right now with businesses. And again, we travel a lot, and of course that's part of the business as a reward for yourself
It
and your
is.
partner as well.
That's very good. So have you ever thought about moving somewhere else from Winnipeg, or you want to stay here?
That's a good question. It's a common. The Aldous, why not move to Calgary? Why not move to Toronto? I love Winnipeg. Why? Because Winnipeg is so small, and you can engage to the community
Easily.
easily, very controlled, very friendly, and again, you can do a lot of businesses here. Compared to the other provinces or to Calgary, to Toronto, or Vancouver, you have to be unique. And of course, the target market is so scattered compared to Winnipeg is so compact.
I mean, nothing wrong with that too. It's just every person had their own individual
Correct.
choices,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you chose to be
I'm
here.
more comfortable in Winnipeg.
Okay, you'll never move anywhere else.
No more.
Wow.
Because Winnipeg is a developing province. Manitoba is developing province.
Yeah.
Establish your market here down the road.
And people know you here now. Like, they know the name.
Yeah.
You created your brand already.
That's a good thing. Creating the brand has to be, you should be careful, right? Aldous of Chapellawn, that's my brand.
Yeah.
Again, you have to stick to one brand. For a future businessman, don't go to multiple. You can do a lot of multiple streams, but again, just stick to one brand so that they know you in that brand.
Okay, so have your name as a brand for one thing, but have multiple streams as well.
Yeah,
But
multiple
when
streams.
they say the name, it's that.
That's it. That's it. It's
Yeah.
Aldous Guzman of Chapellawn.
That's a good thing,
Yeah.
actually.
Then again, just do your small stuff, right? Your multiple streams of income, but your main brand is there.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about real estate?
Real estate is nice. I sell real estate too at the other
Well,
side.
Chapellawn is
Chapellawn. Yeah,
that's a real estate too, yeah.
real estate is nice. I love real estate. Again, there's so many like you already on the market, and you're respected on the real estate business. I don't want to go in there already for your niche. I created my own niche already as my brand as the funeral and cemetery sales director.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome. What else you want to share with our viewers?
For the new immigrants, I want to share just a piece of advice. Just don't state. You should have your plans. Okay, when before you come to Canada, I want to be. You should have your timeline. Okay, and don't be afraid to take a risk. Always go for the most risky business because at the end of the road, you will learn a lot.
The high risk, the high reward.
Yes, I'm a risky person
And
as well.
talking about planning, all those, it's so good these days because of social media. When you're moving somewhere, you can always do research. For example, climate, right? If you came to Canada 30 years ago and you have no one here, sure, we can accept you didn't know about the weather.
Correct.
Now you can quickly go on Google and say, okay, what's the coldest part of Canada, or weather and all those things. You can plan yourself when you're coming here. Just because social media is so powerful.
Yes. Before there's no social media. Before there's no YouTube.
There was
Way back
nothing,
there.
nothing. That's what I'm saying. Before it was just if you know someone, you have to rely on their information.
Yes.
Now,
Social
free.
media is very important.
It's free.
Social media is very important. Again, mindset, proper mindset, and don't be afraid to take a risk. Just jump on it.
So, Chapellawn, Aldous trading, Aldous food distribution, Aldous now immigration as well.
Uh-huh.
So we will be sharing your contact here. If any of the viewer have any question regarding all those things, they can contact you directly, and hopefully there will be someone connecting with you so we can help them.
Correct. I love to help people. I love to educate people on those type of businesses.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the time. I know you're super busy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
And
having me.
to my viewers, we'll see you next time with a special guest. I don't know who, but we'll be there. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.